All right, let's get right into it. We're going to tackle a problem that so many of us have stared at with a sigh, that old, dated tile floor. But what if I told you that you could get a completely new look without all the demolition? Well, stick around, because we're diving into a really clever and efficient way to totally transform your space. Yeah, does this scene look a little too familiar? The pattern that was cool, decades ago. The color, those grout lines you can just never get clean. Ugh. You want something fresh, but the idea of getting a jackhammer and dealing with all that dust and mess, it's exhausting just thinking about it. But what if you could just skip all that? I love this quote from flooring expert James Miller. It's the perfect way to think about it. We're talking about putting beautiful, new laminate right on top of your existing tile, and when you do it the right way, it is an absolute game changer. So here's our game plan. We'll talk about why this is such a smart move. Then we'll cover the one golden rule you absolutely can't ignore. We'll get into prepping your tile, the actual steps for laying the new floor, and finally, we'll talk about the unsung hero of the whole operation, the underlayment. Okay, first things first, why is this considered one of the best renovation hacks out there? The benefits go way, way beyond just avoiding the headache of demolition. I mean, just look at this list of wins. You skip the dust and the noise. You save a ton of money on labor and having to haul away all that old tile. The whole project is done in a fraction of the time. And you actually end up with a floor that's warmer and more comfortable under your feet. It's a massive upgrade to the look of your home without all the usual drama. All right, before we get too carried away planning our new decor, we have to talk about the single most important part of this whole thing. This is the make or break moment that really determines if your project is going to be a success or a total failure. And it all comes down to your foundation. This right here is the golden rule. You could go out and buy the fanciest, most expensive laminate on the market, but if the tile floor underneath is in bad shape, your new floor is going to fail. I guarantee it. It'll start to creak, you'll feel soft spots, and the planks could even pull apart. So you've got to be brutally honest about the condition of your current floor. So here's your checklist. It's pretty simple. You're good to go if your tiles are solid, the floor is nice and level, and you're not dealing with a lot of moisture or doors that are already scraping the floor. But, and this is a big but, if you see any of these red flags, you have to stop. Cracked tiles, uneven spots, moisture issues, you can't just cover those up. You have to fix them first. And that's really the bottom line. Trying to lay a beautiful new floor over a base that's cracked or uneven, it's literally like building a house on quicksand. Every single flaw underneath is just going to telegraph right through to the new floor, and you'll end up with squeaks, flexing, and a whole lot of regret. Okay, so let's say you've got that solid foundation. You've gotten the green light. The next phase is all about prep work. This is where you take a pretty good tile floor and turn it into the perfect base for your new laminate. I love this saying because it is so incredibly true for any home project, especially this one. The time you invest in prep now is going to pay you back 10 times over in the final result. You wouldn't paint a dirty wall, would you? Of course not. Same idea here. A clean, smooth, level surface is totally non-negotiable. The whole process really boils down to these 4 things. 1. Deep clean everything. Get rid of all the dirt and grease. 2. Inspect and repair. That means walking the whole floor, tapping on tiles to listen for hollow sounds, and fixing any that are cracked or loose. 3, and this is a big one, you've got to level it. Use a leveling compound to fill in those deep grout lines. You need a nice flat plane. And finally, number 4, check your door clearances. You have to make sure your doors can still open and close over the new, slightly taller floor. Okay, with all that prep work done, it is time for the fun part. This is where you get to see your new floor actually come to life. And honestly, the click lock systems on modern laminate make this part surprisingly easy, as long as you follow the playbook. But first, one crucial step you cannot skip. Before you lay a single plank, you have to bring all the boxes of laminate into the room and just let them sit there for at least 48 hours. This lets the wood acclimate to the temperature and humidity in your house, and it prevents the floor from buckling or getting gaps later on. Seriously, whatever you do, do not skip this step. The installation itself is pretty straightforward. First, you roll out your underlayment. Then you start laying planks, usually along the longest wall in the room. Now, here's another key tip. Leave about a 1/4-inch expansion gap all the way around the edge of the room. This lets the floor breathe. From there, you just click the planks together, making sure to stagger the seams so it looks natural, and then you finish it off by installing baseboards to cover up that gap. Now, we've said the word underlayment a few times, but this stuff really deserves its own moment in the spotlight. This thin little layer is the true unsung hero of your new floor, and picking the right one is what takes an installation from just good to great. It's doing three really important jobs. It adds a little cushion, which makes the floor way more comfortable to walk on. It dens sound, which is huge if you live in an apartment or a two-story house. And critically, it can act as a vapor barrier, which protects your new floor from any moisture that might try to sneak up through the old grout lines. So how do you choose? Well, for most dry spots like a living room or a bedroom, basic foam is probably just fine. If you're really worried about noise, upgrading to cork is a fantastic choice. It's great for sound and insulation. For any room that might get damp, like a kitchen or basement, you absolutely must use an underlayment that has a vapor barrier built right in. And if you want the best soundproofing possible, rubber is top of the line. Just know that it's a bit thicker. And that really brings us back to the whole philosophy behind this project. This isn't about cutting corners. It's about working smarter. It's about finding a more intelligent, more efficient way to get that beautiful floor you've been dreaming of. So the biggest thing to take away from all this is that, yeah, you absolutely can do this. With the right foundation and some careful prep, you can totally transform a room. You get that brand new look, but you get to do it without all the cost, chaos, and stress of a full demolition. In the end, you're not just covering up an old floor. You're building on its strength to create something new and better. That solid tile base is already there, just waiting. So the only real question left is, are you ready to unlock its potential?